Trucker Television is brought to you by Locomote Systems, transportation specialists. The Havelock Country Jamboree, Canada's largest outdoor festival. Day and Ross, owner-operator driven. Welcome to Trucker Television, celebrating life on the road. This week on Trucker Television, we're talking with some of the team at Locomote Systems. And we're taking a ride with JD in his truck, Petunia. But first, our rig of the week, Chris Comley of Laidlaw Tank LP and his 2010 International Lone Star.
I pulled a flatbed for a number of years, and I've pretty much pulled every kind of trailer you can think of. Flatbed I pulled for about 20 years, but I like the tank. I think I'll stick with the tank for the rest of my career. I have a 2010 International Lone Star. Go everywhere as long as it's not towards the East Coast, I'm happy. I've been to all 48 states, so get around a bit. 620,000 kilometers on it. It'll be 3 years old next month. I've got a 5 1/4 Cummins, 13 speed. These engines got to keep the RPM really low, so they usually run 3.42s. Well, it's got 3.70s, but it's got 13 double over. And I have a bigger compressor on the engine, so for unloading product, we use air pressure to unload a lot of products, so I have a little bit bigger compressor on the engine. But some guys, they have an auxiliary compressor. I ordered a bigger compressor on the engine to try to keep the weight down. I have GPS and a computer that tells me what everything's doing and keeps me on top of everything. Everything's clear lens. It looks mean though, don't it? Pulling a chemical tanker loaded with maleic and hydride. Acid. Got to be kept at 65 degrees Celsius. If you let it get too cool, it'll freeze up, turn to a powdery solid. We have what you call in-transit heat, which runs off the engine, and it's just two rad hoses that come off the engine, and it circulates antifreeze through the tank to keep the product warm. Since we started the chemical division, I was the first owner-operator they hired. It'd be 6 years ago we started up the chemical division. At first it was funny, like, what have I got myself into? It was so sloshy, and I wasn't used to the slosh in the tank. Didn't take too long. After about a month I got used to the slosh and wasn't too bad, so I really enjoy it now. Used to be we didn't have phones, we didn't have GPSs, we had to go to a payphone. All the fun stuff. So much easier now. At least now you can be on the move and get your information. You don't have to sit around. say there's nothing to be worried, carry on and get by me and don't stay beside me.
After the break, Locomote Systems in Milton, Ontario.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada. The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Looking for a new opportunity? Fleetway Transport is now hiring company drivers and owner-operators for flatbed and heavy haul. Join the Fleetway family. Apply today at fleetwaytransport.com.
Call RS 2000. Saving Ontario truckers time and money. Call RS 2000.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine.
Join our team and go the distance.
Trucker Television, by truckers, for truckers. Celebrating life on the road. Trucker Television advertising. Speaking to truckers like no other. Oh yeah, always remember, watch for the brake checks.
Welcome to Biker TV, by bikers, for bikers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the road on Biker TV.
If you're at all interested in any type of training regarding motorcycles, I don't think there's a better place in the world. We're Canada's #1 motorcycle trainers.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Bryson Insurance, fleet and risk management experts.
Petunia Locomote is actually on the go. I think it's a perfect name for our company, considering we always are on the go. It started off with 3 trucks in 1989. Every day was a learning experience for them, and then every year, keep on trucking, keep on trying to grow bigger and bigger, and now here we are today with over 65 tractor trailers, so it's about 65 drivers, and we have 3-4 mechanics running the fleet.
Everything seems to be running smooth so far until the next phone call, and then that's when we find out if everything's all right. I'm just waiting for some of the guys to call in so we can give them their loads coming out of the Sioux, coming back into either Southern Ontario or going into Montreal. And now it's just a sit and wait game. We have a dispatch office out of Montreal, and Dennis runs that one out of there. So he kind of takes a bit of the pressure off of here with the Ontario-Quebec runs. but mostly all the US and the runs up to the north, it's all handled out of here. And of course, the maintenance issues are all handled out of here. So we get our fair share. And one of the big things is trying to coordinate everything with Montreal to make sure that the fleet's running up and down the road. Well, a lot of times you get, breakdowns, and you got to figure out where the trucks are and the closest place where you can get them fixed without costing you too much money. That sometimes is a chore in itself. Or you've got a driver with a load on that gets to a customer and there's problems unloading. Either an appointment wasn't made, or they're closed for the day, or a crane is down, or something to that effect. And then it's just trying to work it all out so that the driver doesn't get stranded, because if the driver can't deliver his load, he can't reload. Therefore, the driver's not making money, and then you start having issues. And if the drivers aren't happy, you can't achieve your ultimate goal. One thing that we don't like doing is once you offer your trucks up to the customer, you don't want to call back and cancel those loads, because you start doing that and you become unreliable. And that's one of the things that we strive on, is if we say we're going to have our units there to pick up your loads, we do whatever we can within our power to get the units there. You become dependable, and the customers are happy, and more work keeps coming your way. So having a little bit of trucking background definitely helps. A lot of times customers call and they're looking for a truck and trailer, but they really don't know what they want. So you ask all the questions, what kind of commodity, what kind of weight, how many pieces, whatnot, so that you can get the right piece of equipment in there to help them out. You have to try to work things out that not only can you get the equipment fixed, but you can also meet your customers' needs. In order to do what we do and to make it successful, is we try to get that triangle happening, which is loading out of Montreal, coming into southern Ontario, then getting the trucks into the north. They reload out of the north, going into Montreal, so the trucks are constantly moving. There's always opportunities opening up. We're still working on some deals with some of the companies up in the north, and hopefully we can expand our fleet up there. That's what we're working for. And along with expanding our US division, which is something that we've been working really hard at in the last few years, because we want to expand our services, not only across Canada, but also into the US, with loads going in and coming out.
After the break, JD and Petunia, Holland near Lake Erie.
We take people that want to get into the industry, and we spend 15 weeks with them, and we prepare them to work in an authorized Harley-Davidson dealership as a technician. Harley-Davidson training. The sky's the limit.
Trucker Television, by truckers, for truckers. Celebrating life on the road. Trucker Television advertising. Speaking to truckers like no other. Oh yeah, always remember, watch for the brake checks.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Ontario Truck Driving School. Training for your future. Your path to success. Thousands of jobs. Ontario Truck Driving School.
Dragon Jeans, what Biker TV rides in.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada. The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Call RS 2000. Saving Ontario truckers time and money. Call RS 2000.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine.
Join our team and go the distance.
Welcome to Biker TV, by bikers, for bikers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the road on Biker TV.
Looking for a new opportunity? Fleetway Transport is now hiring company drivers and owner-operators for flatbed and heavy haul. Join the Fleetway family. Apply today at fleetwaytransport.com.
It's in the blood, man. Like I've been around these things my whole life. The first time I ever went, I can remember as a kid, like my dad used to haul muffler systems and all that stuff around, and I'd go with him, and he put a set of Snoopy sheets in the bunk just to make me feel better, you know what I mean? About being in the bed of the truck and all that neat kind of stuff. I still got them now. They got to be almost 40 years old, so it's kind of neat. You crawl in the bunk and you still get a feeling of being with the old man way back in the day. So. My dad still drives. Anything that went on a flatbed, he hauled, so that's kind of where I got the itch. But my first load, we took a house to Steamboat Springs, Colorado, one of those prefab houses. We actually got to drive up to the side of the mountain, and when they unloaded it, they set it out on a rock peak. And we were overlooking the city going down. You've never been there, you can't describe it. It's just, it grabs you, and it's like, wow, yeah, okay, that works.
Back when you were here with me, just before you said goodbye, and I said, the things with you in Houston don't work out. You got this cowboy back at home with more love than you'll ever need.
It's a blast. It's like you get paid to sit in the seat and watch the scenery go by. You know what I mean? That's my office. Some guy sits in a cubicle in a tall office building all day long, and he looks out one window and sees one thing. I sit in an air ride leather seat, tool around, listen to music, talk to my friends, do my job really well, and I see scenery that changes on a momentary basis. Trees this minute, and it'll be rivers and rocks next minute. It could be a traffic jam where you just happen to look down and you see, you know, the nicest scenery you've seen all day. So it depends on how you want to do it, but this is the life. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I do a lot of Quebec stuff, and with this company here, we're going out west all the time, and it's really big coast to coast. I'm an architecture nut. Anything that looks good, aesthetically pleasing to the eye, I'm all for it. It's all good. So. Oh, you go through the GTA now, man, they say that's the worst city in the world for traffic. But I believe it. I drive on that 401. You get some people that think that center lane is theirs. They're not giving it up for nothing, and you know, that's supposed to be our passing lane. So when you drive there, it kind of hurts.
I guess you just gotta do what you feel you gotta do. Maybe we can work things out down the road.
Just because we drive a truck don't mean that we're animals. and decent wage and decent home time to make sure that your wife remembers who you are and your kids still call you dad when you get there is a good thing too, along with being able to pay the bills and do the things that most guys do if they work 50 hours, 60 hours a week, run a local. We took some transformer pieces down. They're building a wind farm just outside of Jarvis. So we took them down to the site. They say it takes almost a year to get it up and running. It'll be just under 9 months. That's from the first time they break ground to the last time the piece goes on the windmills. So it should be a pretty heavy project up there. You know, I would say it was pretty decent. It was definitely a step deck load. You know, stuff on there was kind of tall and it was kind of neat.
Just a day in the life, bro.
Like, this isn't what I do, man. This is who I am. It's a give and take. Like, yeah, you got to give up a lot to be on the road, but if you got somebody there waiting for you, it kind of gives you purpose. Have fun, play safe. You know, be nice to each other out there. It's all fun and games till somebody bends a bumper. So.
After the break, we're back with more Locomote Systems.
Looking for a new opportunity? Fleetway Transport is now hiring company drivers and owner-operators for flatbed and heavy haul. Join the Fleetway family. Apply today at fleetwaytransport.com.
Welcome to Biker TV. By bikers, for bikers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the road on Biker TV.
Call RS 2000. Saving Ontario truckers time and money. Call RS 2000.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine. Join our team and go the distance.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Dragon Jeans, what Biker TV rides in.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada.
The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Trucker television. By truckers, for truckers. Celebrating life on the road. Trucker television advertising. Speaking to truckers like no other. Oh yeah, always remember, watch for the brake checks.
We take people that want to get into the industry, and we spend 15 weeks with them, and we prepare them to work in an authorized Harley-Davidson dealership as a technician. Harley-Davidson training. The sky's the limit.
Yeah, I do. Locomote. Mark, line 1, Brandon, line 2. Oh, sorry. Hello. Well, the phones at times are nonstop, as you can see. All right, I'll send the guy over there. Thanks, Steve. Bye. It's just, it's a nonstop thing from the time we walk in here at 7 in the morning till 7 at night. We just got to keep her going. Locomote. Good. Who's this, Glenn? Okay, whereabouts are you? You're at the Petro? Okay, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna fire off your load right now. Okay, thanks. Bye. That's one of the boys. He just arrived in the Sioux. We have to fax his load because part of the deal up there in the Sioux is they have to have load numbers to pick up. So what we do is we generate order confirmations. Along here. These ones along here. And it's good to go. So that's what we're doing. We're going to just send the driver's load confirmation up to him, so that when he gets into the scale house, everything's legit, making the life easier for the driver and myself, so that hopefully we don't have any hiccups. And he should have that within a few seconds and head over to the mill, get his load on, and off he goes. That's one problem solved. Hopefully there's no more for the day. Yeah, Dave.
That's what, you know, I'm here in the Sioux. Bracket broke on it. The control's been there now, so we put it off. The bracket is holding the job on. It's here, place. It's just the vibration that cracked off there.
Okay, do you want to go over to TMS there and see if they can weld it on for you? We have one guy that is coming in to do a service, but his battery boxes are falling off, so we've had to send him over to our welding people because it's aluminum, so you have to have people who know how to weld aluminum. So he's off there getting that done, and then he's coming back here to do a service. And we're finishing off a safety on one of the trailers out in the shop, and hopefully that'll be done by the end of the day, so the driver can come by tomorrow and hook onto his trailer and go make some more money.
I had to come back from Montreal empty on Friday. Blew a tire on Thursday on the 401 there, so I had to get a new tire put on. Now there's a lot more, as usual.
Just trying to get him some power to his trailer. The inflation system's not working. We got really nice equipment here, and I like working on the Peets, and we got all new trailers now, so. Take it a day at a time, you know?
Without the mechanics, the trucks don't run, and without the drivers, the trucks don't go, and and then you got the main man, Tony, and all the dispatchers and whatnot, so it's all just one great big family, I guess. One thing about truck driving, there's always going to be working.
Call us, email us, like us on Facebook. Send us a picture of your truck, and it may end up on national television. Your feedback is important to us. We all take pride in our rides. Call us, email us, like us on Facebook. Next week on Trucker Television, our rig of the week is the 2007 Freightliner fire truck. Then it's Towing 101 with Heather Ireland. We're moving cash crops with Mike Lewis, and we're back at the Rodeo du Camion. Trucker Television is brought to you by Locomote Systems, transportation specialists. Trucker Television Advertising. We speak to millions. Day and Ross, owner-operator driven.